Why should you eat GMO free? Can anyone tell me if they've ever wondered where conventional fruits and vegetables come from, and how they were grown and where, and how they affect your health and the environment as well? I have the qualifications to discuss this topic because I have done extensive research over several years to find the negative effects of GMOs. I've also sought out expert authors in this field. Being properly educated on GMOs and how they can pollute your health, your earth, and your communities nationwide. This will lead you to see how chemically processed foods can be the public downfall of us worldwide. First, we will talk about the escalating problems on the farm. Secondly, we'll talk about the negative effects of GMOs on our health and our environment. And finally, I will share several solutions that will save our future food supply. We begin our journey by finding out what problems arise from conventional farming. Escalating instability of genetically modified crops, transgenic inconsistency. The major inconsistency involves instability with the plant's DNA, and that it breaks down and picks up other DNA particles from different plants and different animals. Along with this problem of the genes breaking down, they have been seen in other fields, and this will cause these plants and seeds to break down as well and not be either organic plants anymore, and this has been happening for generations. Many plants are being sprayed with herbicidal chemicals. About 75% to 90% of the GM farmers use these when farming. Mei-Wen Ho, author of GMO Free, states that these herbicides have been on Europe's red list and priority list for years for disrupting hormone effects in animals. BT, also known as Bacillus thuringitis, is an insecticidal protein in the GM crop that has been experiencing problems for decades in pests. These pests have been highly resistant to these multiple toxins and are becoming even more of a pest than they were before. The second thing we'll talk about is the safety concerns of our environment and our health. Misinformation can lead to serious health problems. Plants that have been GM crops produce a higher level of toxins towards animals and humans. GM crops produce new allergy proteins that have never been seen before. Proteins in soybeans have been causing serious allergic reactions for years, but we've seen a higher allergic reaction in GM crops because they can mutate, delete, and change their protein levels at any time. Dr. Group, author of What Are Genetically Modified Organisms, from the Global Health Center, stated in 1996, a shown gene spliced from a Brazilian nut that was merged into a soybean was producing severe allergic reactions such as anaphylactic shock that can lead to death. He also stated that GMOs are a black eye on America, and some other countries want nothing to do with them. In 2006, suspended long-grain rice was suspended from importation from the U.S. because they revealed a test that the rice had GMOs that were not safe for human consumption. Along with increased allergies and toxic levels, we have seen an increase in autism, ADHD, obesity, a heavy increase in antibiotic-resistant bacteria, cancer, accelerated aging, and autoimmune dysfunction, just to name a few. The negative effects on GMOs that cause our environment are superbugs, superweeds, increased use of pesticides, dead zones, and the ability to destroy our natural Earth's ability to process carbon and store it, which causes global warming and the greenhouse effect. Next, we will look how we can correct these problems. Finding solutions to these downfalls includes governmental bans of agricultural chemicals and GMOs, supplying the organic demand. Maria Rodell of Organic Manifesto stated, "We need all farmers to go organic, to break their addiction to the thought that chemical farming will get them higher profits." Rodell also commented that you can get rich in a different way and experience a true feeling of wealth knowing that you're doing something good. Economics need to measure the growth, the strength, not the growth of agriculture. Everyone needs to demand organic. Now that we've seen the problems that we need to correct, let's review the concepts we've learned. My presentation has identified reasons why GMOs are dangerous and what actions we can take to solve this. What intensifying issues are on chemical farming today? A rise in health and environmental issues of GM crops. Solutions include governmental bans, increased organic farming and supply. Agricultural should be quality, not quantity. And everyone needs to their voices to be heard to benefit the future of our generations. The knowledge I have offered in this speech will give you a beginning point for your health journey to educate yourself and others on many health issues that chemical farmers produce, along with irreversible damage done to our natural soil that cannot be reversed. If we all take time to look at what we're eating, we can live longer, set example for our next generation, and try to save our environment. Thank you.